This is the journey to one Africa. Everybody, this is Mika and welcome back to SNOA. If you're new to this family, please do not hesitate to subscribe, like, turn on notification button, but also you can follow us on social media. Mika Chavala, Swahili Nation, all over X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well. But also, feel free to support us by using the links in the comment section, description actually. You can join, become a patron of this family. You can join and become a PayPaler in this family, but also become a member in this family here on YouTube. You can use super chat, super stickers, super thanks, all of those to support the work we're doing. I know it has been a while you guys have seen my face, all right? I haven't done this in such a long time, and it's all because I think if you guys are following on social media, you have seen that what I've been talking about for the past 5 years, I'm actually putting it on in the action right now. And it's a time for me right now to really to do action. So I've been very busy doing a lot of projects, a lot of things here in the land where I am. So I gotta tell you guys, I want to do live stream. I want to come here in the office like this, but most of the time I'm outside of my house, so I cannot do this in the studio. And I'm doing a lot of work outside. And that has been very fulfilling, you know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys are gonna be following along this journey. If you don't see me here, it's not because I quit. It's not because I don't believe in one Africa anymore. I love, and that is my mission, and that is the vision of my life. Without it, I can't really live, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's God-given vision in my life to do, and everything that I'm doing right now aside, it is because of that. I'm going to be coming here to give you guys updates on what is happening, but for now I want to talk about Ethiopia, the country I love. I have a big very major update here, and I would love to share with you guys. Read it and then I will share my opinion. All right. Laminational Cement Factory, the largest cement production facility in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa, was inaugurated today by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, located in Amhara region. The factory has production capacity of 150,000 quintals of cement per day. Wow. This mega project significantly boosts Ethiopia's infrastructure and construction sectors, producing 50% of the country's cement output. The facility was completed within just 2 years and featured advanced technology, including a highly efficient preheating tower, making it one of the most modern cement plants in the region. Prime Minister Abiy emphasized that the project reflects Ethiopia's commitment to rapid and sustainability industrial development, with hopes of further replication in other sectors such as steel manufacturing and fertilizers production. And also, I was going through tweets, and I've seen one of the tweets that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia actually tweeted, and I want to read one thing that I truly liked. Where is it? This is dear to my heart, you know what I'm saying? And I want to say this. Okay, yeah, here. Returning to this site after 2 years, I am astounded by the progress, which reflects our governance principles. It shows that with hard work, future generation, that is the word I was finding. With hard work, future generation will not inherit poverty, but a foundation for growth and prosperity. That is what is dear to my heart. Like, what we do here at SNOA is because of the future generation. What we fight for one Africa, for peace, unity, and love of this continent, it is not because of us, but for the future generation, because I kind of feel like we're too late for that. But as long as we are alive, my next generation, I want them to live in a better world. My kids, I want them to live in a better world. So looking at this statement, that with hard work, our future generation will not inherit poverty, but a foundation for growth and prosperity. And that's what I feel it is happening in most of these projects that are happening in Ethiopia. I had no idea that there was something like this project happening, but now it makes sense to connect the dots between, GERD Dam and also having one of the biggest factory in the Horn of Africa as well, because in order to process, in order to run this factory, you need a high capacity of electricity. And Ethiopia just did that by actually starting building dam, and now dam is completed, and that electricity can actually be used for factories like this. So these things, it takes a vision to run the country. It takes a vision, not of 5 years or 10 years while you're in the regime, but it takes a vision of 100 years to come to run a country. Let me say this, guys. You know Ethiopia, what is going through. You know the troubles and issues and tensions that all the time Ethiopia is going through. Currently, you have Ethiopia going in a tension with Somalia, with Egypt, with Eritrea at the same time. And I've been sharing this news all the time. You know, who is right, who is wrong, that is not the point for this conversation. But the point is, Ethiopia is the country that is always going through something, either by causing themselves to go through that or someone else doing that to them. It has always been an attention. So I was actually wondering and thinking, you know, while looking at this project, that what if Ethiopia was at complete peace? Because this country kind of seems like it is capable of doing a lot of things. The leadership in Ethiopia is capable of doing a lot of things, because despite of everything that is happening, things are moving forward. Despite of everything that is going forward, but Ethiopia is keep just prospering in so many ways. Yes, there's issues everywhere. Yes, there's issues are happening everywhere. But man, the things that no matter how much you try to close your eyes, you will see it. It's there. It's evidential. The progress that is happening. And this, mind you, that this is producing 50% of the cement in Ethiopia. And this is government project. And this is what you see in Ethiopia. Most of the mega big projects are run by the government. You have no idea what kind of revenue stream is going to produce to bring to the country. Not only that, but also, you know, last time I went to Ethiopia a month ago, I was really shocked in Addis Ababa because I saw like all the city is being reconstructed all over again. Not knowing even that cement that is being used is coming from Lemi factory, Lemi National, factory. This is such a huge, big deal. I'm always inspired when I see big and major projects happening in the country. In the continent, I'm always inspired because this is for the generation. This project is all over there in Amhara region. That means the whole and the entire country of Ethiopia. 50% of the cements come from here. Then okay, this is government. Okay, private sector, you want to invest in that? Please come. But at the same time, the government already have something that is running. And when you're talking about the government, guys, you're not talking about just prime minister or just the president. When you're talking about the government, this means this project is for Ethiopian people. For Ethiopians. And that's why I think, yeah, a lot of time, you know, in a lot of countries in the continent, you don't see efficiency when something is being run by the government. You don't see efficiency. To be honest, in most of the countries in Africa. But at the same time, having government running, this government, they don't stay forever in power. You know what I'm saying? So even in 10 years or 20 years later, while you have another government or you have new people in the regime, these projects are for the people of that specific country. When you look at the greatest dam in Africa, it is for the people of Ethiopia. If you look at this, it is for the people of Ethiopia. That is literally the meaning of the government. So you should be proud, because what is happening in your country, I wish it would be happening in so many countries in the continent of Africa. I wish. What I cannot get my head wrapped up around, and please help me out, guys. You guys who are watching Ethiopian, help me out. With everything that are going on in the country, still country manage to pull up a mega projects like this. This is huge, guys. 150,000 per day. This is huge. And this is what we need in Africa. We want industrialization. Okay, let me tell you this, because I've been learning about this with the project that I'm doing right now. This is what I've been learning, that it is the time for Africa, not us to sell the product, but we need to sell the service. Let me remind that again. It is the time for Africa for us to sell the service and not the product, because you can clearly make money out of the product, but the profit that comes out of the product is not the same compared to what you can make out of the service. So providing services like this, having factories, having industries, you know what I'm saying, instead of buying oil from the outside world and selling to your people with higher price, what you can do is build the factory, build the industry of oil and produce, manufacture, you know, rapid buy yourself and sell it to people, not as the second price, like the price that you buy and then you add a little bit. No, because you produce it by yourself, you can actually sell by the price from the factory or from the industry then. This means basically the price of these products will actually go down. And if the price of the product goes down because you produce it by yourself, whatever that comes from outside, people are not gonna choose that over your own products. We must be patriots. If I produce rice in my own country by myself and there's a rice imported from the United States, that rice basically is going to be pricey than the rice that I produce by myself here. Why? Because of the lesser cost of production. Do you understand that? I mean, if you study economics, you will understand this. Or if you're in a business, you can understand this. And that means we'll promote our own products. We'll buy our own product. We prefer to buy our own products than other products. Why? Because of the lesser cost. You maintain the quality, but it's less costful and people can buy your product. This is what Africa we have been lacking for a long time. We don't have industries. We don't have factories. As a matter of fact, we import products from the outside. We sell to our people with higher price and the economy keeps shrinking because people, they have no money. All the money that they work 24 hours to get that money, they spend it in buying products. But we can easily solve this situation by having our own factories, by industrializing our countries and selling to our people products with the lower cost. Why? Because we have our own industries here. We don't import from nowhere. We don't need tariff anywhere. We sell to our people just like that. That is how we can improve the economy of this continent. And looking at Ethiopia, what it's doing, kudos to you, because this is what is needed to our continent. I'll come to you guys, tell you what I'm doing right now. I've actually started, you know, for a long time, for 5 years, I've been talking about, you know, food security in the continent, food security in the continent. I went to Ethiopia. I went to visit these farms, all right, these farms of wheat production. Right now, Ethiopia has been the second country's production of wheat in the continent after Egypt. I don't know right now. That was like 1 year or 2 years ago. It was like that. So right now it might be top there because of the strategic move of Ethiopia. Whatever the case, when I went there, I learned. I remember I made a video about this. I look at the farms, I listen, I learn, I share with you guys videos you saw. Oh my goodness, guess what? Right now, man, we're not producing, of course, wheat, but what we do here in the country, we are actually produce maize flour because, you know, ugali is the big thing in the eastern side of Africa, but also with rice at the same time. So you're looking at the seller of rice and maize flour right here. But our plans is not just that. Our plans is to have our own factories to produce maize flour from our own factories, to process, to package. And right now we produce, of course, we process and we package by ourselves, but from somewhere else. But our plan is to have our own factories, our own industry to run, to produce, to package and everything. So if you need rice anywhere across the continent of Africa, you know what? We can supply it for you. We have right now and we can supply it for you. This is putting action into the words that I've been talking for the past 5 years. The time is now to change this continent. The time is now not only to sell product, but to sell service. Because once you have industry there, everybody in that city, everybody in that country, everybody in that country, in that town will come to your place to process their product. So you'll be providing service and not only the product. And that's what we need. That's what we need. We need industries all over this country. I know the Westerners, they are always coming to attack us that no, this is air pollution. No, shut up right now, because Africa only constitutes 3% of the air pollution of the entire world. We have been left behind. They want us to continue to produce raw materials, to bring it to them, for them to process and sell to us with higher price. Why? We're no longer buying service, but we are buying products. And that is why Africa is still poor, because we keep selling products. We keep, buying products, but we are not selling service or buying service at all. So let this be a wake-up call, and kudos to Ethiopia. Let me tell you this, man. I'm proud of Ethiopia. I'm proud of you guys achieving. I've always saying this, that you guys are serious. One day when I'm in that country, I'll visit this factory as well to see and to make a video about it. But kudos to you, and kudos to what is been done in the country. Yes, I know there's a lot of people still are mad and sad and everything with the country, but let me tell you this, guys, the time to celebrate it, because this is for the future generation. I'll tell you the truth, man. This might not make sense today, but 10 years later, when you look back, this will make sense, and you say, man, I wish I was grateful. So it's better to be grateful right now, because what is happening in your country, regardless of anything bad, which every country in the continent is going through that. Some of them, we don't just talk about it, but it's a lot, because we don't just want to talk about negativity all the time, but it's a lot. Tanzania is going through a lot of things. Kenya is going through a lot of things. Uganda is going through a lot of things. Nigeria, Ghana, and everywhere. This is the story of Africa all the time. But you know what? When we march forward and when there's something positive about it, we must talk about it. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think in the comment section of this new mega project in Ethiopia? Provision of service and no more product. All right, guys, I'll see you very soon. I love you. Let me know in the comment section. I can't wait to read your comments.